I'm really excited about my next project. I got 9 whiskey barrels for free from a friend. Talking about moonshine, what I'm gonna do is turn 2 of them into a water fountain. You're gonna do what? Take one of them, take the lid off, that'll be the top one, and I'll take another barrel and I'll cut it into 1/3 and 2/3, stack those next to it, and have it flow from one to the other. That's not gonna work. You can actually get these barrels fairly cheap. Yeah, when they're a piece of junk and should be burned for firewood. When they're already dried out, they don't really hold water, but if you're careful in how you put them back together, you can actually get them to reseal and hold water really well. Wasting your time. You wanna line up these rivets back in the same spot, and it's gonna be in line with this here. They give that part a name. You wanna put it right back on that rust line, and then put 3 nails around. I got little finishing nails here. Seal them up with nail holes. Great idea. And I'm gonna put them not through the wood, just barely in to hold it in place. Just enough. Putting it exactly back where it went. So if you don't do it absolutely perfect, it's not gonna work. Simple enough. You can see the first time you fill it, it's gonna just leak like a sieve. And don't worry about that. Ideally what I'd have is here is a big kiddie pool with a pump to recirculate the water, but I don't have that, so I just gotta do it through brute force. Save the whales, you cheapskate. So what I'm gonna do is fill it up until basically it stops filling anymore because it's gotten, the more water is going out than is going in. So you can see the big gaps here from a dried out barrel. Yeah, I can see the gaps from here. We don't need a close-up. As this wood starts to get rehydrated, all of it will expand and it'll tighten up against these metal bands. This whole process is gonna take about a week for this wood to get fully hydrated. And you'll just have to keep filling it once in the morning, once in the evening. Oh, is that all? And here's a barrel that I got to seal up. When I first started, it didn't look very good. It wasn't very tight. You can see now how tight everything is, and it's holding water really well. Oh, it actually worked. You'll mess it up. Now to empty out 400 pounds of water from this whiskey barrel, I'm gonna stick the hose down in the bottom of it, come over, turn it on until it starts flowing out. Disconnect the hose over here. All right, smart guy, we all know how a siphon works. Let's just keep it moving. So my saw has a 1-inch offset from the guard to the blade. So I'm just gonna follow this band and do a 1-inch offset there. Oh, you can afford Milwaukee tools, but you can't afford a kiddie pool. Gotta lower the blade, hold on. Okay, let's try that again. She married you. Cool. Now the question is, does that still hold water? Nope. It actually is leaking just a little bit around the top. Told ya. But the spout is actually going to be right here. So the water level won't be, it'll come up to about here. And that should actually seal. So I think we're going to be okay. Little foreshadowing for you. You're not going to be okay. Take this plug out and put it in the bottom of that hole and see if that one holds water. There you go. Lift your back, not with your knees. Yeah, that ain't happening. That's heavy. Less heavy. There we go. Good enough. Now to try and get what they call the bung hole open. Oh, it does have a name. This 1x2. It's a 1 3/4 inch plug, so that was actually really easy. Into this, and see if it fits. Hey, I mean, it fits. Well, better to be lucky than good. Okay, I went down to Home Depot and I got a bunch of fittings that I think will work, but the one I'm most excited about is this one. This is 1.5-inch galvanized pipe. What's interesting is it doesn't fit all the way through, which means I think I can thread it into this. So what you're saying is you messed up and accidentally got the right size. So if I'm gonna angle it here, and I think it kind of threads, because this is a tapered hole. I need a monkey wrench. Go back. All right, let's see if that seals. It is flowing, it's full, and that looks like it's sealed. The only problem is that it's laminar flow, so there's no sound really. That's awesome. Maybe I'll spray paint this black so that'll look a little bit nicer. But I'll cut a little channel out of that. It's gonna look great. Well, that's typical. Couldn't finish in a day. Maybe in the next video you'll actually get it done.